sorry for the delay on, my videos, school, all that. That's pretty much it. Only excuse I have. But yeah, today we're finally reviewing the Ultimate Edition Eddie Guerrero figure. And RIP, man. RIP to Eddie Guerrero. I didn't really, you know, live when he was wrestling at the time, sadly. I have watched some of the matches on YouTube, and I think he was a fantastic performer, and I still think he is one of the best characters in wrestling. I really wish he had, someone to actually hold up his legacy. Obviously, Chavo couldn't do it. I don't know what his daughters are doing. Rey Mysterio and Dominic are showing their respects, quote unquote, I guess. It's more like WWE just exploiting Eddie's death just so they can have some more money and reuse some catchphrases, but whatever. But nonetheless, today we are reviewing Ultimate Edition Eddie Guerrero. R.I.P. to Eddie. Wish well to his family, even Vicky. And let's get into it. So, detail everything about this figure. So let's talk about the major problem that people have with this figure. Now let me disassemble him behind camera while I talk about it. So as you saw in the promotion pictures and the comments when this figure was revealed, nobody really liked it. Why? Well, just let me get this stuff off first. There we go. Put these back in. What the fuck? Go it. There we go. So the reason why people have a problem with this Eddie Guerrero figure, it's because of his chest and torso, I think. I'm honestly unsure. I think it's because of mainly the chest. So people say the chest is too big and everything. In person, for me personally, I think it looks pretty decent. I was gonna say perfectly fine, but it's really not. I do realize his head does look a bit small compared to his body, and I do think they should have gone with the Macho Man Ultimate Edition body type, because that's Eddie Guerrero's body type. Maybe a picture will appear right here. I'm never sure. Sometimes I kind of don't edit my videos. Nah, who am I kidding? I just don't watch it all the way through to remember everything. But yeah, here's a photo of Eddie Guerrero. So here he is next to the Ultimate Eddie Guerrero figure. Put him right here while this stays up. And here's the body of the Ultimate Edition Macho Man with the photo up. Now, as you can see, the Macho Man body mold looks really more similar to the Eddie Guerrero picture. Now, why didn't Mattel do this? I have no clue. I have no answers. I don't work for them. I'll never work for them. Mainly because I don't know anything about action figures. But I don't know why they didn't go that route. And here's a thing. So if you want to, repaint this body or keep it like this and repaint Eddie Guerrero, you can actually swap the arms out and the head, just pull the Macho Man's arms out. I didn't know that. I tried it and it just happened. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So, if you want to do that fix up, you can do it. It's going to take a little work. Obviously, you're still going to have to crack the torso, to swap the legs out. But, you can get the custom done. It's possible. But, yeah, this is like the main big issue with the Eddie Guerrero figure for some people. Now, some people will be like, oh, he always was jacked, so it looks perfectly fine. Me, personally, I think it doesn't look as bad as people are saying, but it still, catches your eye. It's like, oh, well, this doesn't look too accurate and everything. So now you're going to want to fix him up and all of that. Also, I did not set up the background for this video, obviously. I just realized the WWE sticker is laying here. I hate the WWE rings because they seem fucking lazy. But this was like $20 and I was like, okay, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, there's the main issue. But overall, the sculpt on the body itself, it looks great. John Cena and I don't know how many other figures he have used this body before. Hence why it looks really weird and a little too big for this Eddie Guerrero. Now his arms and shoulders are fine. His arms are okay. but his head is noticeably small. And that is a big issue. Overall, I think the head sculpts look great. All of them, even the Screaming Head one. The Screaming Head one doesn't look exactly like Eddie. It's like the least accurate, but it's still pretty good. It gets the job done. And this is the No Way Out attire, photo right here. And was like when he was facing Brock Lesnar for the championship belt. And I think the attire does look great. I have had this figure for a good while now. I'm really late on reviewing this thing, so there are some paint rubs on mine. I think right here. Right here there's some paint rub. But overall, that's fine. Also, I want y'all's opinion on the shoes. Are the shoes accurate or not? I think they are. I think they're the right color. I think they're perfect. Perfect. But yeah, I want y'all's opinion on this. But besides the chest and everything, well, mainly the chest and the paint scraping, but then again, I had this figure for a while. I think this Eddie Guerrero looks perfectly fine. I do think it's a pretty damn good Eddie Guerrero. If only I had a lowrider, and if only the Bratz cars weren't like $30 fucking, because that's like the closest thing we have to a lowrider, then he would almost be nearly perfect. Now, accessories. I'm actually unsure if I have all the accessories, but let's see. So right now he has three heads: the smiling head, the screaming head, which looks again less like Eddie Guerrero, but this is a happy yelling Eddie Guerrero. And I think it really does capture the excitement, but it still doesn't look that much like Eddie, in my opinion. And here he is with like the smug face, if it focuses on the figure. It's like, oh, what should I focus on? But yeah, this looks really nice. I think they really did capture Eddie Guerrero's likeness. And, that's about it. Oh yeah, another problem. People do not like the skin tone, because Eddie Guerrero was actually not this tan. He was more kind of like... He still had like darker skin than the average white person, but like he kind of looked like white, I don't know how to explain this without sounding racist, but like he was lighter skin. But besides that, it still looks good. So I guess more like Macho Man over here. I really hate my light. It's ugly. Anyway, so he comes with 3 pairs of hands: the Randy Orton hands, your regular grabby hands. You hold a mic or whatever, and then your normal fist with white wrapped around. He comes with the belt that came with the Ruthless Aggression Brock Lesnar, which is way too oversized, so you can't really wrap this around. You can, but it won't, stay there. But it's still a nice sculpt and everything. I really wish they just, shortened down the strap and everything. But it's a damn near good belt. And here he is with the Latino Heat shirt. This isn't 100% accurate. It's not bad whatsoever. I'm not saying that. It's just that if you look at Eddie Guerrero and his shirts, he did have like really short sleeves up there, and they didn't capture that, which is, understandable. It would be pretty hard to capture short little sleeves. Now overall, this Eddie Guerrero figure is pretty great. He has your standard articulation. He has drop down hips. He has double joint knees. Boot swivel, a little bit ankle pivot, toe articulation. The diaphragm joint that doesn't twist for shit. Good butterfly joints, a waist swivel, and then his head looks rarely up and rarely down. But then again, that's all Mattel figures. If you argue, oh well, mine goes over a bit more, you definitely modified it. Quit lying to me. Sometimes I really wish Jazzwares not take the WWE license. That's all I'm trying to say. I wish Mattel figures had the Jazzwares articulation, because personally, I think the Jazzwares articulation on wrestling figures are so much more better than Mattel's. Mattel's isn't that bad, but at the same time, you still want those iconic poses, and Mattel's is kind of hard, but you can still achieve it. But Jazzwares is also known to fuck up a few things. Looking at you, Orange Cassidy figure, I had to cut your shit. So yeah. What? But anyway. But yeah, that's something I wish for. But yeah, he still has your standard articulation for Ultimate Edition. He has pinned on his elbows, but yet pinned legs, and that's pretty fucking annoying, but oh well, we can't do anything about it. And that's it for everything. I don't know if I'm rushing this or not. I just, kind of want to get this video done, because I generally do feel bad for making y'all wait, even though y'all most likely don't really mind nor I'm your last resort to action figure review. But still, I want to get this done. I want to make y'all happy. I want to make myself happy. I'm just under a little bit pressure now with school and everything, you know. But anyways, let's get into scaling. And this is going to be like a short scale because I mainly just have WWE figures, and I don't want to bring up the Jazz Wizard ones because I feel like this isn't the appropriate time considering we have an old Eddie Guerrero style. But yeah, articulation. Let's get into it. Alright, first up, here he is with my custom Vince McMahon figure. If you want to do this custom, here's this John Cena's arms on him. The new John Cena torso from this figure, not this exact figure, but you know, the newest John Cena torso. You know, just crack that open after making the custom Ultimate Edition John Cena. And then the Roman Reigns pants from an old Roman Reigns, which I absolutely destroyed and I do not care about. But yeah, here's my custom Vince McMahon figure. And here he is next to Stone Cold Steve Austin, the newest, latest edition that came with this Mr. McMahon figure. No, not figure, but head. With the, you know, this figure's Vince McMahon puppet. I do think the Ultimate Edition Eddie Guerrero figure is a bit too big. Maybe because that's the torso, but then again, the legs are pretty long too. I don't know. Put down in the comments below, what do you think? But I'm okay with this scale, but it's definitely not perfect. Anyways, let's go on to the next one. Alright, next up here is with Ken Shamrock with the Undertaker boots, because his other leg broke. And here he is next with the Ultimate Edition Macho Man. I feel like Eddie Guerrero should be as tall as Macho Man. Not as in real life, but as in figure. Because this Macho Man is known to be smaller than Eddie Guerrero himself. Well, not himself, but, you know, this action figure. But yeah, I do think this body type is more fitting for Eddie Guerrero, and this body is more fitting for Macho Man. In my opinion, if you don't think so, go ahead and tell me and explain why. I'm always open to hear y'all out. But if you have a wrong opinion, I will correct you on it. No, just playing. Well, kind of. Next up here is with the two John Cenas. I think newest John Cena, right? You know, with this t-shirt and everything. I just made him into the Ultimate Edition. I just took the what was it? One Night Stand. Sorry, I really got burp. But the One Night Stand John Cena Ultimate Edition figure. You know, cracked the torso, swapped the legs, and then, you know, swapped all the body parts and all that I needed to swap. And yeah, here we go. Ultimate Edition John Cena. And then the prototype John Cena, you know, not the one where he first debuted, but with this gear on. I think it looks nice. Also, this head is off this figure because I actually like this head more than the standard head that it came with. But yeah. Also, I did paint the hair on this figure and swap the arms. So yeah, that's why he has double joint arms and different hair, as well as this John Cena. I do think this scaling is a little bit okay. Again, I think Eddie Guerrero should be a little bit shorter. I think he was like 5'8", and John Cena's like, what, 6'2"? I could be wrong. I don't really focus on WWE stars and all that much, but yeah, I feel like Eddie Guerrero should be smaller. I'm not sure, but moving on. Next up, here he is with his best friend, both types of Rey Mysterios, the ECW. What was it? Last Night's Stand? I don't remember. And the Royal Rumble Rey Mysterio, and I just wonder how would it be like if Eddie Guerrero lived. And I don't want to bring up Chris Benoit, but of course I'm going to have to, because otherwise then people are going to be like, well, wait, he quit by Bob, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a shit. I really fucking don't. But I have to bring it up anyway because y'all are going to whine about it. Or certain fans will whine about it. Not everyone. I'm sorry. But I still wonder how would Eddie Guerrero, you know, like if he lived longer. Like would he be in AEW? Would he be in WWE? Most likely WWE. But would he go to AEW with Ray in the first pay-per-view All In, I believe. You know, which got AEW started. We go there with Rey Mysterio and tag with them besides Rey Fenix and someone else. And, would he be involved? I think I just swallowed a gnat because there was one just flying with me. But anyway, near me. But anyway, would he have a big storyline or be a big deal? Well, yeah, he would be a big deal in the storyline between Dominic Mysterio and Rey Mysterio as of right now. And would Chavo Guerrero be in there because he... You know, he's the nephew of Eddie Guerrero, and I don't know. But it's just like so much things would happen if Eddie would still be alive. Crispy Mom might be alive, and Nancy and Daniel. David Benoit could be in WWE or AEW already, wrestling with his papa, his dad, and all that. There's so much that could be happening, but yet we'll never know because, we can't time travel back in time. If someone could, I hope y'all would tell, Chavo would be like, hey, go check on your uncle at like 5 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning, you see, you know, or I forgot when that he died, or, when he had a heart attack, just earlier in like the night. But anyways, yeah, this is how he scales. I'm sorry to get emotional. Not emotional, but, drop that down upon y'all. This is a review. Y'all not trying to look for theories. But yeah, this is how he stands. I think it's an alright scaling, not gonna lie. Next up, here he is with the Ultimate Edition modern day Brock Lesnar and the Ruthless Aggression, Series 1, I guess. I don't fucking know. Brock Lesnar. And he did come with the title. I just don't have it on him, don't lie, but it's just the exact same thing as this. So, if I get mixed up, it really doesn't fucking matter. It's the same fucking belt. And I think the scaling is pretty good on here. Obviously, Eddie Guerrero was smaller than Brock Lesnar. Almost everyone is, besides your Big Show, Omos, Great Khali, all the giants, Kane, Undertaker. They weren't smaller than Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is smaller than them. But anyways, yeah, this is how he scales with them. I do think there's a decent scaling between these two. Then again, I have a little bit crunch forward. But this is good scaling. This is actually good scaling. But is it just me or Brock Lesnar's head look really small on camera? But anyways, yeah. I think this is pretty good scaling. Finally, good scaling, other than Rey Mysterio and Rey Mysterio. But let's end this video now, shall we? And to finally end this video off, here is what the best 3 Spider-Man figures that I own: the bootleg Sentinel Peter B. Parker, the retro wave symbiote Spider-Man, and the amazing fantasy Spider-Man. And I thank y'all for watching. I'm sorry for the delays. I might put a video out later this week. I am unsure. I'm very sorry. I'm trying. I really am. I'm also trying, pass school. I want to graduate this year. I can catch up on my credits and everything, and then, possibly pass. I'm trying, guys. I'm really trying. But again, I'm sorry for the delay. But anyways, tell me how y'all think about Eddie Guerrero. Was he good, wrestler? Was he not? Go ahead and explain your reasons and everything. Again, I'll try to make a video this week, go over my custom Vince McMahon maybe. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. But again, thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all get to Eddie Guerrero. If you still can, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you have a good day, night, everything, all that jazz. I hope you have a good life moving forward. If something's going bad, I hope it does get better. And if it doesn't get better right away, we will have to wait. And don't let hatred take over you at all. Alright? But anyways, I'll see you guys later. Maybe later this week, or maybe next week, maybe 3 weeks. You never know, because school. But, yeah. Bye. Take care. I love you all. Peace.